One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish what you've got. Cherish who you are. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish who you are. Cherish what you've got. I know you don't appreciate me as much as you should. Though I prove myself to you as much as I could. Not often you will find someone who will go the extra mile for you. Hey, thick or thin, never cease to help you in anything that you do. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish what you've got. Cherish who you are. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish who you are. Cherish what you've got. Most good things come with a little pain and sacrifice. And like a diamond in the rough, you don't even know the price. If you take the time out to embrace the price, a precious gem you've got, you don't even realize. Hey. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish what you've got. Cherish who you are. One bird in the hand.
That's right. Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Wayne Hall Show. And boy, what a wonderful Wednesday this is. Welcome. Glad to have everyone on all our platforms. Clark TV Network, ViscosityBlend.com, ReggaeVibesRadio.com, Hype FM, The Right FM. Frankie Lakes, how you doing, my brother? How is Lady Tamaya doing this evening? All right, IslandWorldwide.com. Big shout out to the Sutherlands. Hello, Gary. Hello, China. Nicole, how you doing? All right, big shout out to Rupi T, the blender, and everyone listening on all these platforms. Chester Clark on the crew. Good to be with you again this evening, you and your listeners. 108 and praise. Good evening. Welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. TheWayneHallShow.com if that's where you are. Glad to have you. YouTube if that's where you are. Glad to have you. All right. Nicole saying happy anniversary. Violet White, good evening and welcome. How you doing, Violet White? How you doing, China Nicole? Good to have you. And thank you for sharing the feed. It's a great evening. We kicked it off with none other than the man himself, Mr. Imar Shepherd, saying cherish what you've got. Hello, Donovan Martin. Good evening and welcome, sir.
What you've got. I know you don't appreciate me as much as you should. Though I prove myself to you as much as I could. Not often you will find someone who will go the extra mile for you. Hey, thick or thin, never cease to help you in anything that you do. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish what you've got. Cherish who you are. One bird in the hand worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish who you are.
Yes, indeed.
Cherish what you've got.
Cherish what you've got. Cherish who you are.
Most good things come with a little pain and sacrifice.
That's true.
And like a diamond in the rough, you don't even know the price. If you take the time out to embrace the price, a precious gem you've got, you don't even realize. Hey, one bird in the hand worth more push it. Cherish what you got. Cherish who you are. One bird in the hand, worth more than two in the bushes. Cherish who you are.
Want to say a special welcome, Andrea Brown McNeish, and all my listeners on the live.
I know.
Also, a big welcome to everyone checking us out online on the different platforms. Don't forget to download the Fresh FM radio app and catch me every Thursday at 5:30 our time. 5 o'clock our time, sorry.
An exercise selfishness. And you are receiving.
Blessings to you too, Andrea. How's your hump day?
One bird in the...
So I got this brand new one from Tasha T that I'm going to play for the first time tonight, but I want to say good evening again and welcome. It's good to have you. Follow me on Instagram, Wayne Hall Show. Facebook, it's at Wayne Hall Show. And Instagram at Wayne Hall Show. All right? It's where information meets music. And tonight we have a lot of both. Great music going on right now. Later on tonight, we have guest Reverend Dr. Maxine Osbourne Foster. And she's going to be with Mrs. Suen Shaw. And they're going to be talking about the upcoming Women's Summit, the POW HER Summit. It's the second one, ladies and gentlemen. They had one last year, which was awesome. The next one takes place December 4th. They're going to be my guests at the bottom of the hour. Then at the top of the hour, we're going to take a good look at some of the events happening in your neighborhood of the ATL and maybe even further. All right. And then after that, we're going to talk to Miss Peaches. And Peaches is going to share information on stuff like Medicare. Yeah, you know what? I realized I don't know a lot about Medicare. How about you? So guess what? We're going to be talking about that and then some right here on the Wayne Hall Show. All right? And then we're going to talk about Alzheimer's at 9:30. It's Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and we couldn't let November wrap up. My month, by the way. The birthday's next week, Saturday. Yeah, November 27th. So we couldn't let November wrap up and not talk to someone about, see, I'm ready to say autism. What's up with me? About Alzheimer's, okay? So that's how we're going to be flowing this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new music from Tasha T, hot on the box. Yeah. Another day. This one called Another Day.
It's alright. I never gonna get free.
Tasha T!
But this the power that give me can all be butter, so lion. Big and bad and mighty and bold. Just protect me from my enemies while they wanna invade my privacy. Jah gave me life and inspire me to spread the righteous message universally. I was born as a holy seed and that life eternally. So I'm gonna give thanks and praise for life every day to see another day. So I'm gonna pray for everyone today. I know things and times have changed, but I know Jah will find a way. Yeah. Preserve your heart and preserve your soul. Just be careful of the mind control. Seek Jah first and not vanity. Look what's going on with humanity. The wolves them are hiding and the sheep them close. Oh, what I do when them get exposed. There's so much in life I can endure, but I won't take no more. So I'm gonna give thanks and praise for life every day to see another day. And so I'm gonna pray for everyone today. Although things and times have changed, but I know Jah will find a way. Yeah. In life there is always ups and downs. Keep your smiles up and don't you wear that frown. You got to follow the trumpet, follow the sound. Pick up yourself and get up from the ground. Time for a positive turn around. All warriors are getting here now. So I gotta give thanks and praise for life every day to see another day. And so I gotta pray for everyone today. Although things and times have changed, but I know Jah will find a way. Yeah, and so I gotta keep. Yeah, and so I gotta.
Tasha T said we got to give thanks and praise for yet another day. Lloyd, Freddie Hilton, bless up yourself, Freddie. How you doing, my brother? And thank you to everyone again who shared the feed. Welcome. If you're a first timer, please like, share, and follow the Wayne Hall Show. Freddie, what do you think about the Jamaica game last night? You're a sportsman. Drop it in the chat. GC Foster graduate, come on. I know you love track and field, but let's talk a little soccer tonight. What do you think about the plight of the Jamaican soccer team and the ups and downs, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the music. This one is from Jabez. It's called, what is it called? Let's see.
We all face struggles in this life, but God is able.
God is able.
My life is fine most of the times, but I've got some setbacks. So many people see the glory, don't know the story. I'm working my way back.
That's right. Sing now.
Well, I'm a Caribbean born and raised, but nowadays I'm lost between two shores. I feel heaven is knocking on my door. Places I used to go, I go no more. Ooh, ooh, I am myself. To no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. Ooh, ooh, I am my cry. Oh Lord, I am said and I was lost and I just couldn't say why. Ooh, ooh, finding my way back home. Yeah, yeah. Have you ever heard of a man who was born to be king? And he
Peter James, big up yourself.
And he became one love.
Prince Emmanuel changed my life and turned it around. Yes, he's the same one. Ah, but I've got an emptiness deep inside in my heart. It won't let me go. I'm a man who don't like to cry, but I hate the feeling of losing my soul. Ooh, ooh.
Sing now.
I am myself. To no one there, Lord, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. Ooh, ooh, I am a said and I was lost and I just couldn't say why. Ooh, God said to me,
God said to me,
giving up shouldn't be.
the Michael enthusiast. Yes, I am.
The going seems rough, but still don't give up. try. Remember, God is standing by. He's standing by. I'll save you from the stormy night. Oh God, God set me free. God set me free. Because I take my troubles to thee. Take my troubles to thee. No more will I worry. No more will I worry. God set me free. God is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? It's 16 minutes past the hour. It is time. Somebody said, pull. I promise you I'll play it again, Andrea. Yes, Mr. Hugeness operating in your gifting. Well, thank you, Peter James. Guess what? Anthony Turner. He's going to be hot on the burner. And I wonder what he's got for all his curious learners. I can't wait to hear what Anthony has up his sleeve tonight. Last time I said up his sleeve, he pulled a fast one on me. But we're going to get to Anthony right after this message by Grace Soups.
When you feel for those hearty soups and stews, think Grace Soups. Need some extra flavor in your rice? Think Grace Soups. With a variety to enjoy, they're the warm way to make your dishes delicious. Grace Soups. Share the warmth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, out on the box, out of the NYC, live with the eReport, is none other than Anthony Turner. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, Wayne. How you doing, man?
I am fantastic, man. The umps weren't that big today, Anthony. How about you?
No, I didn't hear you said.
No, I said it was a great day today. The humps were not that big. How about
Okay. Yeah, man. Everything here in New York. I mean, the weather is supposed to get a little warmer tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that. And just guess everybody's gearing up for Thanksgiving next weekend. So I'm sure the turkeys are not so happy.
No, the turkeys are trying to do the turkey pokey right now, but it's not working out. Do the turkey pokey and you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Anthony. Good to have you.
But as always, lots of things happening in entertainment. Yes, Grammy-winning superstar Shaggy.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Shaggy earlier this year was featured in that Super Bowl 55 TV commercial for Cheetos. Well, it seemed like Shaggy is smiling all the way to the bank once again.
What?
He has now landed another mainstream TV ad. And this time it's for Discover Card. And the new 15-second fraud protection TV ad features Shaggy's multi-platinum chart-topping hit single, It Wasn't Me, which was the lead song from his 2000 studio album, Hot Shot. So, boy, Shaggy keeps saying it wasn't him, so I don't know who it was.
Right.
And last month, he actually had some good news because his 2015 song, I Need Your Love, that was certified silver by the British phonographic industry for sales exceeding 200,000 copies. So, yeah, the Shackster, Mr. Bombastic, continues to do well, and we have to say big respects to Shaggy for that.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Yesterday was a big day in the music fraternity. Actually two female Jamaican entertainers. We're talking about Layla Ikea and Jada Kingdom. They came out as gay, and the situation with Layla Ikea is a little bit more complicated because she was saying that she was raped and she was I guess there was some issues with mental health that she's talking about, and people were a little concerned about her well-being because I don't know if they felt she was suicidal, and I guess she preempted somebody who was gonna be blackmailing her, so she made the announcement before they made the announcement. So that was big news yesterday, and today comes news that Canadian LGBTQ group, we're talking about Pride Toronto, well, they announced that Spice, yes, will headline their Pride 2020 festival celebration next June. And this will actually be the first in-person staging of the event in 2 years. As you know, most of the events were cancelled because of COVID-19. So I guess this event is going to hit back the calendar next year. So, and just addressing the whole thing with all these females, well, outspoken dancehall selector producer Foota Hype, he took to his Instagram in the aftermath of the Leila IKEA confession, and he had a stern reprimand to dancehall and reggae artists whom he said had taken sides with Satan and had pushed God and righteousness aside. So some harsh words from Foota Hype, but Foota is always defending certain things. So
I thought you were going to say Foota is always hype.
Well, he's always hype, and he's always. I guess he is the voice. Feels that he's the voice of reason, and he speaks for the reggae dancehall community. So yeah, that was a big thing that happened yesterday. And Christopher Towson, the attorney at law representing Bounty Killer or Rodney Price, according to his government name.
Yes.
Well, he lodged an official report to the Cyber Crimes Unit.
Yeah.
And this is regarding scamming or scammers who have been attempted to take money from the public by impersonating the dancehall DJ. And Towson said he was unsure how much money had been fleeced from potential clients because of the scam. So, but I tell you, the scamming take many different forms. I mean, we heard about lots of scam.
But don't you see how easy that can work? Because if you go on a page and it looks legitimate, it looks like you're dealing with the right person, you're getting good answers. It's so easy.
Recording in progress.
Easy to think that that someone is being legitimate, but they're just a fake account, and if you pass money to them, guess what? Oh my gosh, there are, Anthony, that's a whole conversation. Scamming by social media. Yeah, we can talk about that another time.
You need to get your dub plate or whatever. I guess some of these people are trying to book events and book the artists, and they have to make a deposit. So, as you said, it may not be as difficult as some people may imagine. So hopefully, I guess you have to do your checks and balances and verify some of these things before you start sending money through the mail.
Right.
Anyway, finally, in the aftermath of the Kevin Smith debacle in Jamaica, where he murdered or had two people murdered, and he was fleecing, potential Christians out of money. Well, news came that U.S. actor Leonardo DiCaprio, that he's going to be playing cult leader Jim Jones in a new biopic. And the film will chronicle Jones's rise as a religious leader who founded the Indianapolis-based People's Temple before outright rejecting traditional Christianity and claiming to be God himself. And for those people who are not old enough to remember, it was on November 18, 1978, that the U.S. government sent Representative Leo Ryan to investigate reports of human rights abuse in the camp in Guyana, where as it turns out, Ryan, along with 4 others, were murdered by Larry Layton as they attempted to leave an airstrip. And following the incident, Jones ordered followers to consume a drink that was laced with cyanide poison. And in the end, over 900 people, including 700 children, died. And Jones eventually took his own life before government law enforcement entered the camp. And Jones actually was able to convince over 1,000 members to go with him to a remote settlement that was named Jonestown in Guyana, where they followed socialist ideology. And many, many years ago. So this thing with Kevin Smith is really not new in the Caribbean. And the most famous, as I just outlined, the most famous situation was Jim Jones debacle. But some of the people in Guyana are not really thrilled about the fact that they'll have this biopic, because they're saying it was a dark period in their history that they're not too, they're not eager to relive. And this whole thing with Leonardo DiCaprio is gonna bring worldwide visibility to the situation.
You know what, Anthony? It's history. It happened. Nobody's gonna be proud of that. But nothing is wrong with telling history, because by telling history in a factual way, we even shape what the future could be. So, man, listen, there's a lot of things about our history that we're not proud of, but guess what? It is what it is, right? So, yeah. Wow, Anthony. What else you got, man? Oh, my gosh.
Well, those are just some of the big news that were made the headlines this week. And just want to remind people that the report is presented by Jamaica Entertainment, of course, the record label of singer Michael Asher, the younger brother of reggae patriot Denroy Morgan, and the uncle of Grammy-winning reggae group Morgan Heritage. And Michael Asher, his new album Unchained, is being distributed by VP Records. And next week, I was talking about Shaggy earlier. Well, Shaggy actually has a son that's involved in music. And next week, I'll talk a little bit about him, because he's making his own headlines, not with doing reggae, but doing something totally different. So I'll talk about him.
Interesting. I can't wait.
He's just 20-something years old. So.
I can't wait. All right. Yes, sir. Well,
you take care.
Thank you, Anthony, as always, man.
Yeah, man. I'm big up Grace Soup for also bringing the report,
Yeah, man. Grace Soup's bringing the report. And we can say the Grace Soup sponsored eReport from New York City with Anthony Turner. Anthony?
All right.
Anthony, I know we have next week off, so I'll catch you the week after.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay, my brother. You take care.
All right. Don't eat too much turkey, though.
I don't want that tryptophan. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
you take care.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, another great report there from the man himself, Mr. Anthony Turner. Don't you just love when he's hot on the burner? He always has something that makes us feel like we're just a new learner. All right. Good evening again, everyone. I welcome Janice O'Shea on a hump day. Christine Rendell, CR. Big up yourself, Christine. All right. And who else has joined us? Let's see. Maxine Lyons has joined us. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, great show for you. Coming up next, we're going to have two amazing ladies, two powerful ladies are going to join us right here on the way. Oh, look in my feed. Did somebody see Joan Lloyd? Speaking of powerful ladies, hello, Miss Joan, Auntie Joan, to be correct. Welcome. It's good to have you. Thanks again to everyone for joining us on all the platforms, Clark TV Network, ViscosityBlend.com, Hype FM, Reggae Vibes Radio, Island Worldwide, and TheWayneAllShow.com. Also, we're on YouTube, man. You catch us live on YouTube. If you don't want to bother with the Facebook thingy, go to YouTube, sit back, relax, sip on something and enjoy. I'll tell my guests in Zoom that if it goes quiet, it's because you do not hear, while you're waiting on Zoom, my video commercial. So we'll be back after this with more in store, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Wayne Hall Show. And make sure, promise me today, you'll tell at least one person that never knew about the show. All right? Because it's great what we do. We do a wonderful thing right here. And you need to be telling folks about it. All right? Yep. Good deal. Here we go.
I'm dead. Now what? Now I'm dead. The experience of laying a loved one to rest in Jamaica. I'm dead. Now what? I'm dead. Now what? Life experience, ups and downs of coordinating a funeral. It tells of the drama. It tells of the stress, money worries, and all the unexpected that rises when a person dies. I'm dead. Now what is a great combination of storytelling?
I like your background
And advice. It is humorous and helpful. And help get your copy of I'm Dead Now What today. Amazon.com, CreateSpace.com, www.iamdeadnowwhat.com.
I'm talking with man.
Join the author.
I was trying to tell you that you were muted.
As inevitable aspect of life.
Yeah, actually it's like jam background, right?
Yeah, you're representing.
All right. So I'm hearing the chatter in the background.
Exactly.
So I need to tell my guests that
some Jamaican
we are
colors.
live. You are being heard by
That's
the
exactly
audience.
what I did. I just Google and look for Jamaican colors and
Hello.
pick a
I
couple
guess they're not
different
hearing
ones.
me. All right,
I
my
like
audience. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies in the feed, I know the audience is hearing the chatter. So let's just hold the chatter. Stay muted until we go live, okay? All right. I know we're all excited. Okay, so back to the ads. All right.
I'm dead. Now what? I'm dead. Now what?
My name is Jennifer A. Locke. I'm a mortgage broker and attorney at law for more than 21 years. My entire life has been dedicated to the real estate industry. So stop dreaming about buying that property. Let my ability to secure financing within as little as 11 days work for you. For that best rate, fast close financing option, call 1-800-466-0664. That's 1-800-466-0664. Or visit rapidmortgageloans.me. Visit rapidmortgageloans.me for your pre-approval and to request a quote for financing. Thank you.
Welcome to Winners Hot Pot Restaurant, serving the traditional, authentic, freshly prepared Jamaican Caribbean dishes of the highest quality. We are located at 4051 Stone Mountain Highway, Suite E, 108 in Lilburn, Georgia. Our hours are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursdays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Order online at winnershotpot.com. Also available on DoorDash and Grubhub. Contact us at 770-676-9484. Looking forward to serving you at Winners Hot Pot Restaurant beside Burlington Stone Mountain Highway, Lilburn, Georgia.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Okay, so we're having a slight challenge with Zoom because for some reason my camera decided not to come on. So while I fix that, I'm going to play one more song for you. Guidance from the Top, as requested by Andrea, God Spoke to Me. Here we go. I'll be right back with my guests. Okay.
Keep your head up high. I see how hard the wicked them a try. Remember, God is standing by. He's standing by. I'll save you from the stormy night. Oh God, God set me free. God set me free. Because I take my troubles to thee. troubles with thee. No more will I worry. No more will I worry. God set me free. God has spoke to me.
Recording stopped.
When I take my troubles to thee. Take my troubles to thee. No more will I worry.
Recording in progress.
God set me free. Oh Lord, my.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that didn't take very long. Thank goodness. Luckily, I knew what was up. All right. Okay. So, without further ado, it is my pleasure to go on over to Zoom land and welcome my two guests this evening. They are the Reverend Dr. Maxine Osbourne Foster, and she, ladies and gentlemen, spends much of her time. I tell you what, let me go over to Zoom and I'm going to highlight who I'm talking about, right? That would help. So let me put the spotlight on her. There she is. Reverend Dr. Maxine Osbourne Foster spends much of her time as the operations manager at Center for Pain and Rehab Medicine in Stockbridge, Georgia. As a licensed minister, Christian religion, and clinical pastoral counselor, she's also actively engaged in providing counseling services to those in need, focused on marriage, family crisis, and abuse therapy. She was born and raised in St. Thomas, Jamaica, and she proudly reps that parish. She's a proud graduate of the Morant Bay High School. After migrating to the US in 1989, she continued her studies overseas, ultimately achieving an MBA in finance from Montclair University and a Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Christian Counseling, magna cum laude, from Cornerstone University. She's married to pain management specialist Dr. D. Terence Foster and enjoys traveling, audiobooks, writing, ministering, and mentoring. You can contact her at 201-543-3361 or email Reverend Dr. Max at gmail.com. All right, let me go on over to my next guest, but first I need to remove the spotlight from Dr. Foster. Let's see. All right, watch me navigate Zoom like a pro tonight. All right. Your next guest on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, is Mrs. Suen Shaw. She's a part of the executive management team for the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce of Atlanta, JamSham, managing their membership growth, organizing events, and providing support to successfully manage the operation. Suen is also an integral part of JamSham's inaugural POW HER International Women's Summit. She's the host of the new and exciting JamSham video podcast series, which highlights businesses in our community by sharing their stories, educate, championing, and empowering business owners. The podcast fosters support specifically in the Jamaican Caribbean community, but for all people. Professionally, Suen is a cardiac device engineer at the Emory Clinic in Atlanta, Georgia, where she sees and treats a diverse patient base with heart rhythm disorders. Her services goes beyond her professional accomplishment. She's founder and CEO of HealthGuard Enterprises, a multifaceted healthcare company offering a range of services. Suen is also a member of the Kiwanis Club Atlanta, Jamaica Association, the AJA, and Toastmasters International. She has a passion for humanity, which is the driving force behind her volunteerism and service endeavors. She's a strong advocate for improving the quality of life for people, with a focus on their health care and business. She believes the true definition of wealth is a healthy lifestyle, leaving a legacy, and building generation wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, whether I say powerful, do you get it? These two ladies epitomize the word powerful. And so it is my pleasure this evening to welcome them to the platform of the Wayne Hall Show. And we're going to talk about a big event coming up on December 4th, the POW HER Summit, the second annual virtual event. And I tell you what, we're going to kick it off with Reverend Dr. Maxine Osbourne Foster. Good evening. How are you this evening?
Good evening, Wayne, and pleasant good evening to your audience. I am doing fantastic, and I am looking forward to this conversation tonight.
Good, good, good. All right. Dr. Foster, the POW HER Summit is upon us. It's a couple of weeks
Yes.
away, right after Thanksgiving. How do you tell our audience the extent to which this is such an important event for us?
Sure. So the POW HER International Women's Summit, this is our second year. Last year, we put on a great event. It was a virtual event. It was in the time when pandemic struck and everything was going online. And we had a really wonderful experience. And so the host committee decided that we would make this into an annual event because there is just so much need, so many things that are affecting women today. So the theme for this year is Empower Her to Rise, to Survive, to Thrive, and to Forge Forward. And what we're hoping that the summit will emphasize is the women's issues, such as the advancement in leadership, economic empowerment, health, diversity, and inclusion in the global environment, because we are no longer just here in Atlanta or in the US, we are everywhere. And so we have people, persons that are participating from various states across the country. We have persons from Jamaica. We even have persons as far as Russia that will be participating in this event.
Wow. For as far away as Russia. All right. Great info. That right there is good to know. I want to go over to Mrs. Shaw. Welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Wayne. Thank you for having us, and good evening, everyone.
That's right. So I'm going to say Suen. Is that okay?
That is perfectly fine.
Thank you.
And you pronounced it correctly.
Oh, give me the A. I got an A. All right. So, little birdie told me you're going to be a host of the event this year. Wow. So tell us from your perspective, man, the meaning and just how great this event is for you and the general public.
Yes, Wayne. So I am really excited about this event. Anything that has to do with empowering women and just getting us to where we need to be in leadership roles and socially and mentally, physically, everything, I am excited. While the summit is going on, we're going to have a suite, a separate area in the summit where you could go called the Jam Jam Suite. If you want to just hang out, relax, and have some light conversation with our panelists, one-on-one conversations, get to know them a little better, I will be hosting in that area. So I am excited. We'll also have women and men from our community as well that will be guests in the suite, and they'll be sharing information about their business and just their books, experiences that they have going on. Some of them are singers, authors, and business owners in our community. So we'll be highlighting them in the Jam Jam Suite as well. And just, it's a place for everyone in our audience, the panelists, everybody to come and kick back in between sessions and in between the panels.
Yes. You know, last Power Summit last year, I had the pleasure of hosting with Dervin Malcolm in the Jam Jam Suite. And I just want to explain to the audience that, you know, the way this is done, ladies and gentlemen, it's just like if you went to a town hall or in an event hall and, you know, or a ballroom, and they had it divided up into sections where you had a main stage, you had the Jam Jam Suite, you have the booths where you can see the advertisers. And so even though it's virtual, you literally can have access to all these different areas on your own accord. And so, yes, there'll be stuff happening on the main stage. The guest speakers will be there. And you can also go hang out in the Jam Jam Suite with hosts Suen and company there, sharing stuff and maybe just giving you an opportunity to talk about your business if you have one and stuff like that. And when does this take place again? What's the date?
So the date is December 4th. Please mark it on your calendar. It's a Saturday, nice Saturday, December 4th from 10 a.m. in the morning to 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon.
Wow. So from 10:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And this summit, when it happened last year, I'm pretty sure Dr. Foster, Reverend Dr. Foster, this was inspired, I'm sure, by the fact that we couldn't gather like we normally would. And here it has evolved into a second event. And what were some of the feedback last year? What were some of the great things that last year's event generated, so folks know what they can anticipate this year?
Well, I think we are here. Obviously, there was a lot of person who had commended us for putting on this this event.
Yes.
Women, and it was right there in the pandemic when things were really going downhill and people were having months of cabin fever and everything that was going on. But it was an avenue to help people in we did a talk about like mental health last year, which was really needed. There were things that were needed in the pandemic, self-care, those type of things were very important to women. And this year is not really gonna be any less, Wayne, and I'll just tell you about a couple of the panels that we have lined up.
Yes,
so
please do.
We have several panels that we're gonna have a moderator and anywhere from 3 to 4 people on a panel. We're gonna have one talking about building financial wealth, being the boss. We're gonna talk about resetting the table or having a space at the table. We're talking about raising our boys. Know it's okay not to be okay. So there's gonna be something for everyone, and everybody will be able to benefit. And the men, just because we said it's a women's summit, the men are also strongly encouraged to please come and support us as women as we try to close some of these gaps that are out there where we are concerned.
Dr. Foster, I think the very smart men know that the best place to be is a women's summit. Sorry, I can't help it. Oh boy. But yeah, there was so much great information last year, and I can just imagine how eager you are this year to share. Let me go on over to my social media. I see, let me say a big shout out to Shanna K. Grant. Shanna K says last year was a well-needed summit to uplift women, and I'm sure the sentiment is the same for this year. And she has put in the chat that for more information, please visit powerwomansummit.com. That's POWHER womansummit.com. And she said, good evening, ladies. So that's Shanna K. Grant. All right. Violet White, big shout out. Joan Lloyd. And I tell you, we got all these great, powerful women checking out the Wayne All Show tonight. What else do you have to share, ladies? Let me start with Suen. Suen, what else do you have to share to wrap up this conversation?
Well, I'll just share 2 other panels addition to what Dr. Foster said that I'm really excited about. Empower Her to Disrupt, Remold, and Recreate. That panel is focused on Gen Z and millennial women like myself. And I'm really excited about it because, we are the future. And that panel, you should come leave that panel feeling like, wow, I am going to, the dreams that I have, the big dreams, I'm going to make them come true. You know, it could happen. And we have really great speakers on that panel. So I'm looking forward to that panel, and also raising our boys, because I do have a son that I'm raising. So I'm looking,
I know.
looking forward to hearing that, those speakers.
That's interesting.
So,
Raising our boys. You know,
yes.
it's amazing all the things that are so important when you get down to the specifics of it that we really don't address in life in general. And so this is such an excellent opportunity for only $35, ladies and gentlemen. Register at powersummit.com, powerwomansummit.com. And I see Shana K is busy in the chat, ladies. She says there are opportunities to sponsor the event. And so if you're listening to me right now and you would like to be a sponsor of this very good event, the POW HER Women's Summit of 2021, who do we contact, Shana K? Okay. All right. So to register, here's she's posted the direct link in the feed, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I should go on and pin that so it stays right there. Let's see. Maybe I can pin. It's taking me to the website and I'm not ready to register. I just want to pin it for my audience. Here we go. Shana K is on it, boy. All right. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're talking to two of our powerful women representatives of this year's POW HER Women's Summit, Reverend Dr. Maxine Osbourne Foster and Mrs. Suen Shaw. And this takes place on December 4th. It's going to be from 10:30 a.m. until 3 in the afternoon. And look, there is so much that you're going to learn from this summit. Anything else, ladies, that I might not have touched on?
Yes, I just want to say that we have a phenomenal lady that will be our keynote speaker. Her name is Lida Speller. She's a leader of aspirational women on a journey to financial freedom. That says a whole lot, right?
Ooh, yes.
And she's an advocate for economic equity, a financial planner, lifelong learner. She's a believer in possibilities. So I don't know what she's going to come with, but I'm looking forward to hearing all the things that she'll bring to this conference. And we'll also, I am also a panelist on one of the panel, and the panel I will be on is the Empower Her to Reclaim Her Spirit. And this is where we're going to talk about the renewing of mind, body, and soul, emphasizing the importance of spiritual rejuvenation through self-care, medication, exercise, health, all of those things to help you get rid of your stress that you're going through. And maybe right after Thanksgiving, you may really need to de-stress. So those are some of the things we'll be sharing. There will be also a panel, which I'm really excited to hear what will come out of, and it's called Empower Her to Know It's Okay Not to Be Okay. And we will be talking about redefining what it is to be, strong in this season where, open conversation concerning the well-being of women. The goal of this panel is going to talk about to break the silent suffering of generational trauma and stress. I think this one is going to be a very powerful one, because so many women have gone through, still going through a lot of stress and trauma going way, 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 way back. And I think this will be, a panel for many women to get healing and to just, to take time to reevaluate with where they are and how they move forward.
Very well said. Very well said. All right, Suen.
Yes, so I just want to say we look forward to everybody registering for this amazing summit. And also the Chamber is really happy that we can provide this space for women. As you know, the Chamber is a growing organization. We are here for our business community in Atlanta. We want to engage with everyone. We have resources for everyone in our community, and we welcome you to join us and to register for the summit.
Yes, all right. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, again, the POW HER Women Summit of this year on December 4th, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. I sat through the entire summit last year as a male and had a blast. The information, the resources was phenomenal, and looks like this year is gonna be even better. And so I thank you, ladies, for all you do. And I really appreciate you coming on and sharing this with our audience tonight. So good luck at POW HER Summit 2021 to you, Suen and Reverend Foster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wayne. We certainly appreciate, all the time when we call on you, and you're always there for us. We thank your audience for, always supporting. And we are here to just support each other. So I look forward to seeing many of you at the summit, and everyone have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. You have a great rest of the evening. My pleasure talking to you both. Powerful woman. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. All right. The powerful woman of this year's Women's Summit. Two of them. You're going to see a whole lot more on December 4. So be sure to save the date, change the date, save the date, and be there or be square. Thank you for listening and watching The Wayne On Show. It's a few minutes before the hour of 9. And before we do, I want to play this one real quick. All right? You see my glory, but you don't know my story. Here we go. Shout out to DJ Reds. Hey DJ Reds, how you doing? But you don't know my story. Oh boy. You're very welcome, Shanna K. Just be make the ends them meet. Me pay for the almighty green card. But all me money went up in flames. Oh my goodness. All of me work was in vain. Oh no. You see me story, but you don't know the story. So stop judge me. You see me glory, but you don't know my story. So not judge me. Now life change. Me graduate from the class. Master God has changed all the stress, all that stress and strain. How many of us can relate to that? You see my glory, but you have no idea of my story. Yes, all right. Thank you, Thank you, Dr. D. Terrence Foster. Yes, he says, great show, Wayne. Thank you, sir. Love the selection. You don't know my story. It's true, though. This one connects with every one of us because I do believe we all have a story. And it's so easy sometimes to question. It's like the other day, I overheard some folks questioning how come a certain person was able to live in a certain community. Well, guess what? Obviously, he's paying his mortgage. So why are you worried about how he's doing it? Because what you see doesn't represent his story. So you're questioning his glory. Come on now. Maxine Lyons, big tune, big tune. You see my glory, you don't know my story. And we all have paid our dues in one way, shape, or form. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this with what's happening in our community. And also Miss Peaches is going to talk about some important insurance stuff for us tonight. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me for more great information right here on The Wayne Hall Show. Welcome to Winner's Hot Pot Restaurant, serving the traditional, authentic, freshly prepared Jamaican Caribbean dishes of the highest quality. We are located at 4051 Stone Mountain Highway, Suite E 108 in Lilburn, Georgia. Our hours are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursdays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Order online at winnershotpot.com. Also available on DoorDash and Grubhub. Contact us at 770-676-9484. Looking forward to serving you at Winner's Hot Pot Restaurant beside Burlington Stone Mountain Highway, Lilburn, Georgia.
Hi, my name is Jennifer A. Block. I am a mortgage broker and attorney at law for more than 21 years. My entire life has been dedicated to the real estate industry. So stop dreaming about buying that property. Let my ability to secure financing within as little as 11 days work for you. For that best rate, fast close financing option, call 1-800-466-0664. That's 1-800-466-0664. Or visit rapidmortgageloans.me. Visit rapidmortgageloans.me for your pre-approval and to request a quote for financing. Thank you.
That's right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes past the hour. Before we get into our report, though, let me just shout out Doreen Jasquith, who's watching. Welcome, Doreen. Also want to say welcome to Venice Bowie. Good to see you, Venice. Arlene White Vera, welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Let me see. Norma Hussey, welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Edith Cameron, good to see you. Judith Lewis, good evening and welcome. All right. And if you're a first-time listener, hope you're enjoying the show tonight. All right. Good to have you all. Please like, share, and follow the Wayne Hall Show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some of the stuff happening in our neck of the woods. All right, this is a save the date because we're going to be collaborating in faith, and this takes place November 20th, 2021. There's free registration, and there it is on your screen right there. Free registration, or you can contact them at 347-737-0478. Also 1-876-852-7716. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, how can Jamaica's sustainable development goals be achieved through faith-based partnership with the diaspora? That sounds like a very good idea and a great event to listen. All right, we have another event on the 20th. And this is the third annual Pocketbook Project, empowering women through the power of the pocketbook. And the project is aimed at helping women and women's shelters in Atlanta. So check it out. It takes place Saturday, November 20th, and you can cash app your donation, or you can telephone 404-207-9908. That's 404 207 9908. All right. So fill new backpacks or pocketbooks with as many of these items as you can. Hand sanitizers, wipes, masks, toothbrush, toothpaste, feminine hygiene products, and lip balm, comb, and water, snacks, scripture verses. I mean, you name it. Put whatever can hold in those pocketbooks and make sure you call 404 207 9908 to donate. Purposeful Women. I just spoke to Powerful Women. Now we're talking about Purposeful Women, their third annual pocketbook project. I like this project. You know, you give a pocketbook, you give it with as much as it can hold, and boy, what a blessing it's going to be for someone. Next, I want to remind you of the event we just talked about. It's the POW HER Virtual International Women's Summit, and that takes place on Saturday, December 4th, and it's from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. as per the flyer. All right, be sure to make sure you clear your agenda and enjoy that day. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a save the date, and that's on December 11th from the Kingston College Old Boys Association of Georgia. Hopefully we'll have more on that for you
but I have
in
no
a future
video.
show. All right. I'll just ask my guest in Zoom to mute until we get over to you, because you do go out live to the audience. All right. And then next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Mikey Sparkle Christmas party. And that takes place, all-inclusive dinner. And that takes place on Saturday, December 18th. And it's at the Grand Palais Banquet Hall at 3540 Club Drive in Lawrenceville. That's 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Saturday, December 18th. I'm trying to see the time, but you know, it's dinner, so it's going to be in the evening. You can look closely at the flyer or visit MikeySparkleOnline.com. MikeySparkleOnline.com for more information. All right. And that's all we have for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of events happening in our neck of the woods. I'm going to take this break, play these commercials, and when I come back, I have more guests for you waiting in Zoomland. And we'll be talking about insurance with Miss Peaches. Stay tuned.
Christmas is coming. It's the season to celebrate, and Mikey Sparkle invites you to a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance, featuring a live performance by Jamaica's premier singer, Richie Stephens.
Ooh, the shape on me. We're all invited. This is just truly Richie Stephens.
It's a live performance by Richie Stephens, featuring the Third Degree Band. Yes, Richie Stephens live for a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance. Saturday, December 18th at the Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive in Lawrenceville, GA. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner is served at 10 p.m. Music by DJ Carlton, DJ Cold Rice, and Bugsy Bam Bam. So come out, start the season off right at the Christmas party, the all-inclusive dinner and dance with Richie Stephens and the Third Degree Band live. Purchase tickets online now. MikeySparkleOnline.com.
When you feel for those hearty soups and stews, think Grace Soups. Need some extra flavor in your rice? Think Grace Soups. With a variety to enjoy, they're the warm way to make your dishes delicious. Grace Soups. Share the warmth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Grace Soups, please go get your Grace Soups, okay? It's chilly on the north side in North America right now. Even Florida getting a little chilly. Get your Grace Soups and to make sure you stay warm with some nice soup, right? This winter, fall and winter. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And if you heard that ad before, the Mikey Sparkle, its doors open at 8, dinner served at 10. So there goes your Saturday, December 18th Christmas dinner. All right, information. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have up next a lady who's going to be talking to us about insurance. And let me see. She is a licensed health insurance professional with years of medical background. She knows and understands both sides of this coin. Her personal interest is to help people find the right insurance policy to fit their health need. So if you need a personal health agent that you can trust, tune in. If you're not sure what your options are, when you receive your Medicare card, tune in tonight. If you need help finding the right policy, tune in tonight. If you prefer to sit down with a trusted neighbor, Peaches want to get you situated. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce with me this evening Miss Peaches. So come on, turn that camera on, Miss Peaches. Unmute and let's go. Hello, are you there? All right, so nothing yet from Miss Peaches. So I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you hear me, Wayne?
I can hear you, Peaches.
I am sorry, I'm having trouble with the camera, but I want to make sure I'm on the Wayne Hall award-winning community show.
You are. You are. I'm sorry, you're having issues with your camera. So
yes, I was.
Okay, but we'll get right to it. No problem. Just introduce yourself a little for us. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so first I want to give a big shout out to your listening audience, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to let me share my business on this platform that you give us to grow as small businesses. Thank you so much. Now, I'm Peaches Wadowiak. I'm an independent health and life insurance agent. I'm licensed here in Georgia and helping people across Georgia with their insurance needs. So tonight, Wayne, I want to share what's on my heart with your audience.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So
you see, what happened is
what's most pressing for you?
I want to share with your audience the importance of knowing that it's AEP, annual election period for Medicare recipients, and open enrollment season for those who are 65 and younger and are uncovered, have no insurance or insurance but not the right fit. So I just wanted to share that the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as the Obamacare, it's open enrollment right now for individuals who have lost their jobs or who do not have insurance coverage through their jobs or don't have like Medicaid. This is the time for them to enroll. It began November the 1st and it ends December 15th. And as you know, time is just flying by so quickly. And sometimes we say, I'll do it next week. I just want to remind your audience that today, now is the time to get your coverage on. Also, Wayne, many people are confused about the process of Medicare and its many options. So if you need help with Medicare, feel free to reach out to me. My number is 770-865-1698. I am here for you. It is open enrollment for Medicare Advantage, so many people become eligible for Medicare once they turn 65, or if you're collecting Social Security. And so with Medicare, your options are 3. You can keep your original Medicare, Part A and B, when Part A covers hospital and skilled nursing care, and Part B covers your physicians and outpatient services. Now with this Medicare Original, it's called Medicare Original, you have a deductible and you have 20% of all costs that comes right out of pocket. So if you need something that is better, I want to share with you this evening the options of having Medicare Supplement or Medicare Advantage.
Okay. All right. So there's a lot, like personally, I don't know about Medicare, and we're not getting younger. So is there a timeline when Medicare becomes something automatic?
Yes, as I stated, Wayne, when you turn 65, you get Medicare, or if you are disabled, you'll get Medicare automatically. And so for those who receive their Medicare card, I just want them to know they have an option, a Medicare Advantage plan, or they can change their original Medicare that they receive in the mail, the red, white, and blue card. They can trade it in for a Medicare Advantage, which is all inclusive, or they can keep it and pay 20% of the unknown, which most people are fearful of, because should you end up in the hospital, you don't know how much 20% of that unknown would be. So the enrollment rules are, you cannot have a Medicare Advantage and a Medicare Supplement at the same time. You choose one or the other. And I must explain here the difference between the Medicare Supplement and the Medicare Advantage. So with Medicare Supplement, you have a predictable cost. Most people like to know exactly what it's going to cost me. It does not change from year to year. There is no network with Medicare Supplement, and you get to keep your Medicare Part A and B, but it has additional cost. Plus, with Medicare Supplement, it has no drug coverage. I also want to share that the other option is for you to enroll in Medicare Advantage plan. With Medicare Advantage plan, you have lower cost. Usually it has 0 monthly premium. Usually it has prescription drug coverage inclusive, and added benefits such as hearing, vision, transportation, fitness, and wellness. But there are disadvantages as well, such as network restriction, which means you might have to have a primary care physician. There are deductibles, some has copay, and there is always a maximum out of pocket with the insurances. So you need to talk to an advisor so you know upfront what exactly you're getting into, because it is a very complex area if you don't know.
Okay. Let me ask you, Peaches, what are some of the struggles you're finding, especially our community having, our immigrant community and Caribbean per se? What are some of the struggles we're having with, for example, Medicare?
Well, what happened is, like I said, Medicare is for everyone that has worked 40 quarters in this country, and if you're a citizen. But many of our island people are not experienced with insurance, and they don't trust you talking to them about it either over the phone. So I'm so glad you lend me the ears of your listening audience to let them know it is available for them. Medicare is available for you, and you have choices. You can take original Medicare, or you can do Supplement, or you can do Medicare Advantage, which is all over the television right now. Right. It is there for you and it comes in the mail. Once you turn 65, it comes in the mail to you, the red, white, and blue card.
So are you finding that as a demographic that our populace is not capitalizing on Medicare or do not know how to navigate it?
Absolutely, both is correct. They don't know how to navigate it, and so hence the reason why I want to share with them tonight the fact that should they not know, I am here to help walk them through it. We do over the phone consult, or I can sit at their home, and it's of no cost to them. It doesn't cost them anything. The carrier that I set them up with, and I am not biased. I represent most of the major carriers in the area. So whichever policy I see fit their medical need. Some people need more coverage for prescriptions. Others need to make sure they have transportation if they don't drive. So you want to make sure you talk with the recipient or the beneficiary of Medicare to see what is it that is most important to them, and to explain their copay if they have any, and their deductibles if they have any, and their coinsurance, because these words are like foreign to a person who is not in the field.
Let me ask again, in terms of what we hear about Medicare, and I'm going to frame it this way. The political discourse is very discouraging about Medicare, because we hear every 4 years when the political debates happen that Medicare is going away. There won't be Medicare in 2029 or 2035. So how do we grapple with the political discourse on one hand, that we're buying into something that might not be there for us, versus hearing a Peaches come on and tell us, hey, it's the thing to do. I mean, how do we draw that balance? What's your take on that?
How do we draw that balance, Wayne? I want to say this. We have this moment today. We're not sure what's going to happen 5 years from now. What I'm saying is today, Medicare is here for those who are 65 and older, who have worked 40 quarters here in America. The Part A doesn't cost them anything. You receive that for free. And the Part B, everyone pays $148.50 unless you earn over $88,000 per year. So I am not sure if it's going to be here 10 years from now, but just in case you get sick tomorrow, it is good to have Medicare today. And I'm telling you this because I was in the medical field and I see so many of my people come into the office and they don't have the money to pay for care, and they don't know that they're eligible, or they get the card and they don't even know what it's about. And so I want them to know that it is very important to have insurance. Insurance keep you alive. I just got a text message from one of my beneficiaries today, and she said to me, I don't understand how people live. This medication cost $800. Thank God I have insurance.
So do you have to be a citizen to benefit from Medicare?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So those of us who are green card holders in this country and have worked the 40 quarters,
then you may, if you have worked into the system, many people can get here in Georgia. You get insurance through your job, like I think you work for the school board. You get insurance through your job, and good insurance. Or if you're 65 and older and you have worked here in the United States and put in your 10 years, then you get Medicare. Others who are younger get the affordable care.
All right. Well, Peaches, thank you for your time this evening. Very enlightening conversation. Let me see if there's anybody with any questions in the chat. I don't see any as of right now. Let's see here. Okay. No. But again, good information. Peaches, just say one more time how you can be reached.
Okay, I want to say if you're looking for the right plan for your health needs in your zip code or your area, call me. My number is 770-865-1698, or you can email me at peachesinsuranceagent@gmail.com. That's 770-865-1698 or peachesinsuranceagent@gmail.com. And I want to thank you, Wayne, for your service and for your listening audience. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. And I want to remind your audience that this costs them nothing for me to sit down with them and show them their options that they have. And time is of the essence, as I stated, for the affordable care, the window closed December the 15th, and for the Medicare recipients, it closed on December the 7th.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches, please pronounce your last name for me.
It's Peaches Wadaviak, and thank you, Wayne.
Wadaviak.
You're awesome.
Wadaviak. You notice I stayed away from that because I didn't want to mess it up. But now that you've told me, I'll say it. Peaches Wadaviak, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, telling us about Medicare and other insurance needs. Thank you so much. Continue to do great for our community, and hopefully your phone will ring as a result of this great conversation. Have a great rest of the evening.
Blessings, and thank you, Wayne.
You are welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. More information on the Wayne Hall Show. Boy, I tell you, where information meets music. Coming up next, we're going to have a conversation on Alzheimer's disease. It's Alzheimer's Awareness Month, the month of November. It's also my birthday month. Yay. All right. So make sure to send my birthday present them. November 27th is my birthday, okay? All right. How do we contact her? Well, she just said it. Good. Carmen Williams says, true. And blessings, everyone. Hi, Auntie Judith. Judith says, hi, Uncle Wayne. I say, hi, Auntie Judith. And hi, Auntie Charmaine. That's a legit auntie, Auntie Charmaine. That's my mom's sister. All right. Checking out the Wayne Hall Show tonight. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break again. And when we come back, we're going to talk Alzheimer's as the information continues right here on the Wayne Hall Show. We're going to be talking with Mrs. Sylvia Wray and looking forward to it right after these messages.
It's the season to celebrate, and Mikey Sparkle invites you to a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance, featuring a live performance by Jamaica's premier singer, Richie Stephens.
Ooh, the shape on me. You're all invited. This is just truly Richie Stephens.
It's a live performance by Richie Stephens, featuring the Third Degree Band. Yes, Richie Stephens live for a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance. Saturday, December 18th at the Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive in Lawrenceville, GA. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner is served at 10 p.m. Music by DJ Carlton, DJ Cold Rice, and Bugsy Bam Bam. So come out, start the season off right at the Christmas party, the all-inclusive dinner and dance with Richie Stephens and the Third Degree Band live.
It's gonna be the bomb. I was born as a winner.
Purchase tickets online now. MikeySparkleOnline.com.
All right. And so there you have it. And also, don't forget the show brought to you by Grace Soups.
When you feel for those hearty soups and stews, think Grace Soups. Need some extra flavor in your rice? Think Grace Soups. With a variety to enjoy, they're the warm way to make your dishes delicious. Grace Soups. Share the warmth.
Hi, my name is Jennifer A. Block. I'm a mortgage broker, and attorney at law for more than 21 years. My entire life has been dedicated to the real estate industry. So stop dreaming about buying that property. Let my ability to secure financing within as little as 11 days work for you. For that best rate, fast close financing option, call 1-800-466-0664. That's 1-800-466-0664. Or visit rapidmortgageloans.me. Visit rapidmortgageloans.me for your pre-approval and to request a quote for financing. Thank you.
Welcome to Winner's Hot Pot Restaurant, serving the traditional, authentic, freshly prepared Jamaican Caribbean dishes of the highest quality. We are located at 4051 Stone Mountain Highway, Suite E 108 in Lilburn, Georgia. Our hours are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursdays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Order online at winnershotpot.com. Also available on DoorDash and Grubhub. Contact us at 770-676-9484. Looking forward to serving you at Winner's Hot Pot Restaurant beside Burlington Stone Mountain Highway, Lilburn, Georgia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this side of the Wayne Hall Show on a great evening. And we have shared so much already this evening, but there's still so much more right here on our platform because it's Alzheimer's Awareness Month. And I'm going to go on over to my guest, Mrs. Sylvia Wray, and say good evening and welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. All right, and looking forward to the conversation. How are you?
I'm well, Wayne. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. Doing great.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you for having me this evening. As you know, this is something near and dear to my heart. So I appreciate you having me to bring awareness around Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to have you because, there's a lot of things that happen around us that we're not privy to. And until it affects us, we don't try to take heed. And so I'm happy that you could take time today to share information on Alzheimer's with my community. Tell us a little bit about you and your connection with Alzheimer's, and then we'll get into a little more information. You know what? Before you do that, let me just say welcome to Maria Sang and Christine Newton. Christine says, it's a great topic. I have questions on Alzheimer's. Please go ahead and type your question in the chat, Christine, and anyone else for that matter. If you have a question on Alzheimer's, drop it in the chat. I'll share it with with my guest, okay? And good morning from the UK. Good morning, Maria. Okay, so thanks for allowing me to do that. All right, we got to take care of our audience.
That's right.
Yes, we got to take care of our audience.
I am originally, I was born in Georgia. And I moved to New Jersey. I was raised in New Jersey.
Okay.
And then my husband and we moved back to Georgia in 2005. And just prior to us moving back, my mom took ill. She had a ruptured aneurysm. And so she was living in Georgia at the time, and she went to Emory. The brain surgeon was at Emory, who performed the surgery on her. And when we moved back in 2005, we took her back to see the surgeon just so that they can, check the status of the aneurysm, because they couldn't clamp it at that time because she was too weak. So they went back in, and the surgeon suggested that we do open brain surgery to have, because she was having a rebleed in her brain. So my family and we decided that we would have the the open brain surgery at that time. And after the open brain surgery, they realized that the rebleed was worse than it was. And it had caused some damage to her brain. It was the side of her brain that caused the memory.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, they told us that my mom now suffers from dementia. So we had no clue what dementia was, nothing. It was new to us. And so me being the person that I am, because I was in corporate America and I was a research analyst. So I immediately started doing a lot of research around dementia, and Alzheimer's came up. And so I got involved with the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And at that time, my husband and I, we owned a restaurant here in McDonough. And so one of the organizations that we wanted to give back, because we always wanted to give back to our community. So we chose Alzheimer's disease. And so I did a lot of work with Peachtree City, doing the walk and for my team, and would go out there, do a lot of volunteering. And what I noticed was people in Georgia, they don't like to travel. So Peachtree City was a long ways from McDonough. I fought with the Alzheimer's. I kept asking them, well, why can't we have a walk here in Henry County? Why can't we have a walk in Henry County? So after they saw the need, they let us have a little mini walk. The first year we had 75 participants. We raised over $7,000. And every year it grew and it grew more. And so they decided to let us have an official walk here in Henry County. And that was around 2014, 15, something like that, that it became official. And so I led up that walk. The walk is still here in Henry County. It's steady growing. And so little did I know that God had more planned for me. Because I was starting to get burnt out and I was like, I can't do this no more. And I was like, I didn't tell you to stop. I didn't tell you to stop. You know,
right.
I need you to keep going. I need you to keep going. And so I ran across someone who came to our walk. She said, you know, I really want to get involved. I want you to come see our adult daycare center. And I was like, oh, really? You got an adult daycare center in Mara? It was like, yeah. So I went and I visited and I was like, oh my God, this is like a gold mine. You know, where have y'all been all my life? Because I always was trying to find someplace for my mom. We found an adult daycare center. But when I tell you this was a state-of-the-art adult daycare center, I was amazed. And so I started volunteering with them, helping them with their marketing, because I do have a marketing background as well. That's what I have my degree in. And so I just, you know, started volunteering with them, and then they had an employee leave. And so I stepped in and helped them do their fundraising, and because I have the fundraising background from the walk. So I assisted them with that. And then like a month after that, the executive director, she left and went back to Clayton County government. And she said, I am going to recommend that you be the executive director of this center. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. She said, because I believe that you can do it. She said, but if you want to go home and pray about it, go home and pray about it. I said, yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Because I can't see myself, you know, in running an adult daycare, even though it was something I always wanted to do. I just wasn't ready at that time. Right. And so I went home to pray. And God said to me, clear as day, why are you praying? This is something you wanted. I told you it was bigger than you. And so I don't know why you're asking me. I handed this to you. All you got to do is just walk through the door. And I was like, wow. When I tell you God is good and God answers prayers, and, you know, as my pastor said, the keys are going to be handed to you. And that's exactly what happened to me. The keys were just handed to me. So I give him all the glory. So I've been running this adult daycare center for 2 years now. And, due to the pandemic, we're temporarily closed, but we're looking to reopen, have our grand reopening in first quarter of next year. So I'm
Awesome.
excited. I'm excited because when I became the director, it was like just before COVID. So when COVID hit,
Sylvia, let's talk a little bit about the disease itself.
Okay.
It's a condition that affects the brain pretty much.
Yes.
The memory.
Yes.
It destroys memory.
Yes. So I always like to start off with, because you have to go to the broader picture. Dementia is a loss of cognitive functioning, the ability to think, remember, or reason. And that interferes with a person's daily life and their activities. So it ranges in severity from the mildest stage to the most severe stage. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. So that's why you hear a lot about Alzheimer's, because that's the most common. There's other types of dementias as well, but the most common is Alzheimer's. And it's in older adults. And today we have more than 6 million Americans that are living with Alzheimer's.
Wow.
And study shows that African Americans and Hispanics are the higher risk to have Alzheimer's and all the other dementias. They also show that that Alzheimer's disease, there's a discrimination in Alzheimer's and dementia care, and 50% of Black Americans get discriminated from this disease.
Wow.
42% are Native Americans, 34 are Asians, and 33 are Hispanics. But as you can see, we're the most likely and are at higher risk, and we're the most discriminated against. So, when you look at those figures, you want to say, why? And I find that it's the lack of knowledge.
Okay. All right. So lack of knowledge, it destroys the memory, ladies and gentlemen, and other mental assets that we have. But it's interesting that there's a certain group that does get, discriminated against with this disease. Let me try and go back to a question here from a member of the audience. She was asking, if someone is obviously having Alzheimer's, how do you get them help if they don't know they need help and the person has no family? How can
the person has no family
and may not even know they don't even know they need help? Where can we direct that person? What direction can we go in with someone like that?
I would tell them to start with support groups, to try to find an Alzheimer's support group, or not even an Alzheimer's support group, any kind of support group, because most support groups will have information.
Okay.
As to where to lead you to go. Okay. And they can also start at their senior centers as well.
Okay. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I read somewhere not too long ago that if you're being forgetful, even in your 40s or 50s, You know, you don't have to be up there in age, so to speak. But if you're showing signs of forgetting, where you put down something, if you went to do something and forget what you were going to do, that it's an early indication that you could have Alzheimer's later. Is that a myth or a fact?
No, it's a fact.
Oh,
It's a fact. It's a fact. Because what studies are showing now is they can test you for a certain gene, to see if you have a certain gene in your family that may have connections to Alzheimer's disease. So if you, I mean, we all forget a little, but if you find it being a lot, that you're forgetting a lot, I would just say it doesn't hurt to go get tested, because that's where a lot of us make our mistakes, is that we are quick to say, oh, it's just old age. It's a part of aging. No, it's not a part of aging. It's a disease.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. So, what are the advantages, though, of getting tested early? Is there treatment for Alzheimer's?
Currently, there's no treatment, but early detection they have medication that will help slow down the progression of it. It won't treat it.
It won't cure it.
Okay. Or cure it. Right now, there's no cure for Alzheimer's disease. But back in June, some of the scientists, they think they're getting closer to a medication. So they're really working on that medication. And then yesterday, it's funny because you called to ask me to be on the show, and I was listening to the Ryan Cameron show, and he was saying that scientists now are talking about a vaccine for Alzheimer's disease.
Wow.
So I thought that was very interesting. So I'm about to do some research on that, because that was the first I heard. That was the first I heard about a vaccine. So I'm like, okay, COVID done came out here. Now they're trying to get a vaccine for everything.
So where can you get tested for Alzheimer's? Do you just go to your regular doctor and tell them you'd like to get tested for Alzheimer's?
You probably have to go to your regular doctor to get a referral. But a neurologist is the specialist that you need to see to get the proper testing.
Okay.
Because your primary doctor can give you some testing, but the neurologist will do the deep, for Alzheimer's disease.
And I met you because of the Alzheimer's walk. So is there anything else you'd like to share that I might not have asked, Ms. Sylvia?
Yes. So I do. I wanted to tell everyone about the 10 warning signs, so that this way, if you notice any of these signs, you can start asking questions. So it's memory loss that disrupts daily life. That's number one. Number two is challenges in planning or solving problems. Number three, difficulty completing familiar tasks. Number four, confusion with time or place. Number five, trouble understanding visual images. Number six is new problems with words in speaking or writing. Number seven, misplacing things or losing the ability to retrace your steps. Number eight, decreased or poor judgment. Number nine, withdrawals from work or social activities. And last but not least, changes in mood and personality. So those are your 10 warning signs to know that please, go seek medical attention and just, explain it to your doctor.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking Alzheimer's with Mrs. Sylvia Wray. Now, I met you years ago because of the walk and an event in McDonough, Georgia. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that walk happens every year.
Tell us how
we've already had it this year. It happens in McDonough, Georgia at Alexander Park. We normally have it in September. So this year we had it on September 21st. But we're still raising money. The fundraising doesn't stop even though the walk is over. We still raise funds, and we raise funds through the end of the year, December 31st. And you can still donate. So in order to donate, you go to www.alz.org and you click on Henry County, and you can make a donation to our walk.
Awesome. All right.
And then, like I said, I also am the executive director of the Alzheimer Services Center, which is an adult daycare center in Morrow, Georgia. And we specialize in people who have Alzheimer's disease or any other type of dementia. And we also have overnight respite.
Great. Great information. Great information.
Yes.
Thank you for your service in I like to put everybody in autism, in Alzheimer's. See, I want to pull you into my world now. But I'm glad
I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on the show to just educate people.
You're welcome. Thank you for making time to make this happen. I want to recognize Mr. Garfield McCook. Good evening, sir. He says most of the residents in his personal care homes have symptoms of dementia. It is a sad experience for the families. All right. I want to shout out the cook, Raina Josephs. What's cooking, Raina? She says great information. All right. So, Miss Sylvia, thank you, man. I look forward to COVID going on its merry way out of here and us getting back together to do what we do for the fight against Alzheimer's in the coming year. Thanks again.
Yes.
And
thank you, Wayne.
Big shout out to Scotty Ray. I don't want him to hang me, I got to shout out to Scotty Ray. Yes, Scotty.
He's not going to hang you. They're probably downstairs watching. They said they were going to be watching, so they're probably down there watching.
Oh, you got your own private audience there. Well,
yes.
I'm sure they're giving you an A for representing Alzheimer's so well. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you again. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. More information on the platform where information meets music. All right. Thanks for that, Gary. Thank you, Raina, for checking in. Whew. What an evening. Man. So much that we can share and learn and just gravitate on each other and, I want to take a moment right now and wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. Okay? Next week is a busy week for the Wayne Hall platform. I have a daughter who turns 15 on Monday. All right? Our 27th anniversary is Wednesday, is Saturday. Oh, can I get the anniversary wrong? Oh my gosh. It's Friday, okay? Friday is our 27th wedding anniversary. And Saturday is my birthday, chapter 53. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've earned a well-deserved break next week so I can go celebrate my daughter's birthday, our anniversary, and my birthday. Agree? Okay, good. Thank you. The ayes have it. So, I'm not in trouble, Christine. I'm not. They say the best way to remember your wedding anniversary as a man is to forget it once. You'll never forget it again. So, anniversary 27 coming up on Friday and the birthday on Saturday. So you see, my birthday gift was a wife about 27 years ago. I got a wife for my birthday gift. Yeah, make no apologies about that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be off next week. Enjoy your turkey week and your turkey day. Don't overdo it now. All right? And make sure when you're finished eating, you get up and do the turkey pokey and you turn yourself around so the tryptophan don't put you to sleep. All right. Okay, we're going to go on out of here with a couple messages and some music to wrap up this edition of the Wayne Hall Show. So, here we go. One more time.
Christmas is coming.
It's the season to celebrate, and Mikey Sparkle invites you to a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance, featuring a live performance by Jamaica's premier singer, Richie Stephens.
Ooh, the shape on me. You're all invited. This is just truly Richie Stephens.
It's a live performance by Richie Stephens, featuring the Third Degree Band. Yes, Richie Stephens live for a Christmas party. The all-inclusive dinner and dance. Saturday, December 18th at the Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive in Lawrenceville, GA. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner is served at 10 p.m. Music by DJ Carlton, DJ Cold Rice, and Bugsy Bam Bam. So come out, start the season off right at the Christmas party, the all-inclusive dinner and dance with Richie Stephens and the Third Degree Band live.
It's gonna be the bomb.
I was born as a winner.
Purchase tickets online now. MikeySparkleOnline.com.
When you feel for those hearty soups and stews, think Grace Soups. Need some extra flavor in your rice? Think Grace Soups. With a variety to enjoy, they're the warm way to make your dishes delicious. Grace Soups. Share the warmth.
All right. Want to say a special welcome to Nusa Lima, who's watching. Welcome, Nusa Lima, and everyone else out there checking out the Wayne Hall Show. And if you're new, please follow us on Facebook and like us, follow us, and share us. All right. It's where information meets music. The information is great. So is the music. All right. I say that, and I mean that. We do play great music for you. All right, so let's see. Glenn Washington has a brand new one. Check it out. It goes like this.
Goodness and mercy, the calm that comes after the storm. Goodness and mercy rules. No need for a loud alarm.
Brand new. Glenn Washington, what you say?
Goodness and mercy rules. Give praises to the King of Kings, Judge who protects us all. Renewed strength with a song to sing, with mercy and justice for all. Standing firm, He won't let me down. His spirit sweeps over my soul. Your love is strong, protecting me from wrong. You'll never ever leave me alone. Goodness and mercy rules. The calm that comes after the storm. Goodness and mercy rules. No need for a loud alarm. Goodness and mercy rules. Humble yourself and be cool. Goodness and mercy rules.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
And when it seems like the race is done, and there's nothing that you can do, goodness and mercy rules. It's the calm that comes after the storm. Goodness and mercy rules.
Brand new from Glenn Washington. Goodness and mercy rules. Yes.
Humble yourself and be cool. Goodness and mercy rule. The wicked can't pull me over. Righteousness exalted the nation. Fools die for one.
Shout out to Scotty Ray. Bless up, Scotty.
Try to seek redemption. A whole lot more get lost in confusion. Some will try to force their way. I know for sure that won't work. And anytime the trumpet sound, a whole lot of wicked go down. When it seems the race is done, and there's nothing that you can do, goodness and mercy.
That's right. Brand new Glenn Washington saying goodness and mercy rule. Giving thanks, man. So much of our lyrics these days is so positive, and I mean, COVID has taught us to just be more appreciative of life and the blessings that come with it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of the Wayne Hall Show this evening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for doing both, listening and watching. Don't forget that we're on every Wednesday from 8 to 10 on all these amazing platforms. Wayne Hall saying, live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if you're digging a hole. And always look around for something great and praise it. I'll be back next time. Until then, Wayne Hall saying, see ya, and goodness and mercy rules.
Protecting me from wrong, He'll never ever leave me alone. Goodness and mercy rules. The calm that comes after the storm. Goodness and mercy rules. No need for a loud alarm. Goodness and mercy rules. Just humble